This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, this is Venkat. Today I'm going to explain some of the power center interview questions and answers. So first one, when we use variable quotes in expression, we use variable quotes in expression to perform any temporary calculations, and those calculations we can use in other variable quotes or output quotes. Finally, variable quotes will improve the performance. I will explain here. See here, V tax I calculated salary into 2 divided by 100. So this variable quote I used in two other output quotes. So if I don't create variable quote, what happens here? So in the output quote, I have to give salary into 2 divided by 100. In other output quote also, I have to give salary into 2 divided by 100. I have to calculate that expression twice. So if you create variable quote, you calculate once and you can reuse multiple times. That way it will improve the performance. So what is the difference between single dollar, double dollar and triple dollar? Single dollar is session parameter. Example, dollar source, dollar target, you can see in the session level. So double dollar represents mapping parameter or mapping variable. Triple dollar represents predefined system parameter. Triple dollar session start time. You can see mapping parameter are available here. So it starts with dollar. You can select either parameter or. So what is a mapping? A mapping is nothing but logical representation of data flow, how the data should flow from source to target. What is a deployment group? A deployment group is a group of objects where you can move your power center code from one environment to other environment. So here group of objects means mapping, session, workflow, source definition, target definitions, etc. What are different types of deployment groups? We have two different types of deployment groups, static and dynamic. I will show you first. So here you can see deployment groups, right click, new group, and create release one. Okay, once you create deployment group, you can see here whatever the workflows you want to migrate. Copy it and paste. Then select all dependencies. So in that way, you can create static deployment group. You can give that deployment group to Informatica administrator. If you have access, you can also move by copying that deployment group to another environment. So what is dynamic? So if you select here, there is option dynamic. When you select dynamic, what happens? In future, the same workflow changed by someone. Those changes also will come automatically into dynamic deployment. Suppose today you have created static deployment group for this workflow. Tomorrow someone changed this workflow. You are migrating day after tomorrow. Even though someone changed, whatever the changes you copied at the time of deployment group, those changes only move to higher environments. Whereas in the case of dynamic, so at that point of time, whatever the changes happened and checked in that workflow, those changes will be migrated. So in real time, 80% of the time, we use static deployment groups. When cache files will be deleted? When your session succeeds, automatically the cache files will be deleted. What are different caches existing transformations? Wherever the cache applicable for different transformations, we have two different types of caches, index cache and data cache. What is the execution sequence of port order in a transformation? So we have input, output, input, output, variable, Okay. So this is the sequence of port order: input output ports, variable ports, output. What is the property priority of filter? If you do in SQL override and at the SQL override level. So if you do filter condition in two places. Select source qualifier here. The properties tab, you can see source filter here. So here you have given 10. You have a flexibility to give in SQL override also. I have given 20. So which one it will take? So the highest priority is SQL override. Can we connect more than one source to single source? Yes, it is possible. If you are getting columns from multiple sources and you are customizing the query in single source qualifier, at that time you can do that. I will show you. So you will drag any source. Delete the source qualifier and use this port. So here you can see a single source qualifier connected from multiple sources. What is the difference between source and source qualifier? The source represents source data types. Here you can see this is Oracle source. You can see number, varchar. Here source qualifier, you can see it's converted to double and string. Informatica cannot understand source data types. It converts source data types to Informatica data types. That is the main difference between source and source qualifier. Okay.